Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And welcome to the second part of this little spring reset, bookish spring reset project that I'm running. And this video will be all about my TBRs. My physical TBR, we will need to reorganize my physical TBR that is right there behind my back, and it's a mess and it's driving me freaking insane. And in the second part of the video, we will also go through my e-TBR, meaning technically my Goodreads account, where I have around 270 books marked as want to read. And who are we kidding? 270 books, that's just like not gonna happen. So we need to clear that up a little bit. This is what we are going to do in today's video. And I know I promised in my unhaul video that the second part in this series will be all about my bookshelf and my favorite shelf and just reorganizing and decorating my little reading corner. But at least the shelves are somewhat organized, so that's cool. I can work with that. But that mess, I can't take it, guys. I literally couldn't sleep last night knowing that this is something that's going on in my living room. So first we will take care of the TBR, and I promise you then the third and final part that will be all about the bookshelves and the shelves and the reading corner in general. Now, enough talking. Let's get to work. Let's get to my physical TBR. I will not show you every single individual book. There is no point, because in my unhaul video I showed you the books, but I will categorize them by genre, then put them back on the cart, and then I will show you the cart, and we will just quickly go through the individual books. Then we will make a cup of tea, because something tells me that I will need it. And then we get to the tough part of the video, which will be all about the electronic TBR. That's not gonna be easy. Guys, I forgot to tell you that while I'm organizing my little physical TBR, I will be also listening to the audiobook of Manacled. I am reading fanfiction. I am reading Harry Potter fanfiction. I am reading Dramione fanfiction. I mean, who am I? Who am I? Anyways, I just wanted to flag you guys. If you read this book, could you please let me know in the comments below, and also what you thought of this book, because I'm kind of loving it. Okay, loving is a strong word, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm on chapter 11 and I'm enjoying it, and nobody is more surprised than I am.
You hurt me, you did, several times. It hurts to admit that we're no different. I find it hard to commit, but you don't even try. Still I'm better with than without you. Oh, I'm on it, I want it, but why do you seem to call in your eyes? I can't tell if you're here or you're out there. Do you wanna be out there? You don't need to be Prince Charming to me. I just need this to be real. I don't need no fairy tale. You don't need a killer dragon for me. Ooh, I don't need no fairy tale.
Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm happy with it. Like, it's not perfect. I'm not gonna say that this is the best job I've ever done in my life, but because I read all the time, my TBR changes all the time, and I need to keep organizing this cart, taking books and adding books to this cart all the time. So I think that for now, this is fine. This is fine. So let me just quickly show you guys what I have here. Okay, this is how we look, guys. Here on the top shelf or top tier, I have these beautiful photos. This little jade photos, I think it's a jade one. It loves the TBR cart. It was such a small little plant when I put it on the TBR cart, and it loves it. it only grows really nicely on the TBR card. So I don't think I will ever move her. And also, it's such a nice bookend. So she stays. I put 2 books here because this top shelf, this is kind of like my fantasy shelf, fantasy, romantasy, sci-fi shelf, and these 2, Rewitched and Bryony and Roses, these will be the 2 books that I am picking up either today or maybe even tomorrow. So I decided to put them here because I couldn't really fit them next to the plant. And then you guys can see here my romantasy books. I only have 2, Thrown in the Dark and How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. We need to fix that. I usually have way more romantasy than this. And then I have 2 sci-fi books. One, Beckett Chambers, who is my absolute favorite sci-fi author, and then also this one, The Atlantis Gene. I haven't started this one yet. Then I have all fantasies. A Master of Gin by P.D. Julie Clark, Jade City Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, then Blood over Bridehaven. I know so many of you told me to read this book because it's fantastic and I promised it's coming. And then Tress of the Emerald Sea. Should I put the 2 Brandon Sanderson next to each other? Maybe. I'm not sure. I like that it's like hardback here because it helps keeping the books in order. And then the next shelf, well, this is a mix. We have contemporary romance here. 8 Perfect Hours, Happy Place, the only Emily Henry I haven't read. Abby Jimenez, never read anything by Abby Jimenez, so these are the 3 romances. Then I have the classics, Persuasion and Anne of Green Gables. I cannot wait to get to reading these books this spring. Virginia Woolf, and then 2 other classics, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and then also Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And then we slowly go into like more contemporary and also literary fiction because I have a Ruth Ozeki book here, The Book of Form and Emptiness. And then another Ruth Ozeki little book here, Time Code of a Face. I also cannot wait to read this one. Then we have an Elif Batuman book, The Idiot. And then we go into historical fiction, and that's a genre that I've been really enjoying lately. We have Year of Wonders by Geraldine Brooks, and there were some of you who told me this is a fantastic book. I cannot wait to get to it. Then 2 Elif Shafaks. We all know by now how I feel about Elif Shafak. And then an Alison Weir book about Anne Boleyn. And then last but not least, Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. That's the second shelf. I know it's a mix, but you know guys, I have to mix them, otherwise I will not have space for anything. And then here we have mostly my non-fictions, all of my non-fictions, and 2 historical romances. And I'm sorry, but how is it possible that I only have 2 historical romances? I need to buy more. I need to buy more historical romances as well as romantasy. And then here in the back I have 2 books or book genres, book categories. I actually like that it's a little bit empty because if I hold books then I can just put those books here. So you know, sometimes I intentionally leave them empty. And also right now I don't have that many books to have like 2 rows of books, except here, because these are the ones that I am kind of hiding. These are 2 Hungarian books. These ones do not have translations, but these are historical books, but I don't want to talk about them because again, no translations. But then here I have a lot of Christmas books. Wait, Zsuzsi, this is not a Christmas book. This is a historical romance. This has to go to historical romance. But these are all the Christmas books that I just couldn't get to this Christmas. I should say past Christmas. And I will be reading them this Christmas. Now how to fix this? How to fix this? Because this is gonna be all over the place. I need to like find a way somehow to fix these books. But I'm kind of like hiding them in the back. And this one, let's just put this one to where it belongs, which is the bottom shelf. Oh my god, but do I have space on the bottom shelf? I don't think so, because everything is like so tight. Maybe I need to buy a second cart, or maybe I just have to stop buying books. What do you guys think? Should I buy a second cart, or should I buy less books? You guys let me know what you think. because I know what I think. Okay, now let's go make a cup of tea and then we can start sorting out, clearing out, whatever you want to call it, my Goodreads account. We're gonna do this next part from the comfort of my couch because I need it. I'm a Taurus. I choose comfort over everything else, and I cannot decide whether I'm hot or cold. It is one of those typical spring days when I'm like cold in 1 second and then hot in another second. Anyways, let's open my want to read tab in Goodreads. I just need to figure it out, like how to do screen recording on my phone, because I want to do it on my phone because it's a lot easier to edit on my phone than on my computer. Aha! There we are. All right, now let's go to my books and then let's go to want to read. Oh my god, 264 books. Yeah, we need to clear that up because there is absolutely no way that that is happening. All right, Alchemized. Yeah, I tagged that book because just like I said, I am reading Manacled and I kind of love it. Now, I don't really understand how it's possible to publish fan fiction as a traditional publication, because Alchemized will be Manacled traditionally published, and I have no idea how they can do that because all of these characters and the story and everything belongs to J.K. Rowling, so I don't really get that. But if I end up loving Manacled, then there's a chance that I will get Alchemized, okay? So that stays. Blood and Steel and Iron and Embers by Helen Schurer, I believe that's how you say her name. I want to try her romantasy, so I just marked these two books. These are first books in romantasy series by her, and I want to keep those. And also I want to keep Wild Dark Shore because I read Charlotte McConaughey before, Migrations, and it was not the greatest book, but I am kind of interested because the ideas behind her books and the premise of her books is actually very interesting, and this one is taking place around Antarctica and say less. Green Teeth, of course I am keeping this book. This is compared to Tea Kingfisher, so this stays. The Forest King's Daughter, I don't remember anything about this book other than it's kind of like a romantasy. The Timekeepers, that stays. The Bane Witch stays. Luminous stays. The Floating World, I don't care about that, so that goes. Fellowship of Bakers and Magic, are you kidding me? Stays. The Stardust Thief stays. The Spinster's Guide to Scandalous Behavior by Jennifer McQuiston. You know what? These books, Jennifer McQuiston books, I think they go for now because I am reading one of her other books. I don't remember the title. Oh my god. The Perks of Loving a Scoundrel or something like that, and I am not really liking it. So for now, these books go. I can always like add them back to my TBR. Next is Calabasas by R.F. Kong. This book has a cover now? Oh guys, let's check out the cover. Whoa, wow, look at that cover. And look at those sprayed edges. I mean, we cannot really see it on this picture, but whoa, all right. I cannot wait for this book to come out. Expected 26th of August. So we have some, oh no, Zsuzsi, what did you do? Let me find again Calabasas. Yeah, there it is. All right, next, The Tainted Cup. Why do I have two of The Tainted Cup? One is perfectly enough. How is it even possible to look to? I don't know. Mate by Ellie Hazelwood. Yeah, this is something I am reading. Now that I'm thinking about all the different Ellie Hazelwood books, I don't know why I am like so jittery in this video. I'm sorry. But now that I'm thinking about all the Ellie Hazelwood books that I've read, Honestly, I think that's so far the one that I enjoyed from her the most, though I am having an Ellie Hazelwood fatigue. It's definitely Bride, so I want to read Mate. Next, The Night Ends with Fire. This is a fantasy book that was all about, that was inspired, I should say, by Mulan, and I loved Mulan, but for now I think I am removing this book. Next is the new release, Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. I think we will keep that on my TBR. A Perfect Day to Be Alone, that stays. Seeds, that stays. Listen to Your Sister. No, I am not really interested in this anymore. Playground definitely stays. A Light Most Hateful, no, by Hailey Piper, no. And then two Sarah Adler's books, Finders Keepers, which is her newest release, this definitely stays. Mrs. Nash's Ashes definitely stays. The Lost Tale of the Flower Bride, this is something that goes because I'm not interested. Oh, by the way, guys, I wanted to say the same thing before we started like reorganizing my TBR. The same thing that I said in my unhaul video. If you think that any of these books I should read because they were fantastic, you sampled them, you read them, and you think that I would enjoy them, please do let me know, and then I will consider it, putting it back to my TBR. Between Two Rivers, that stays. That book is about Mesopotamia, so that stays. The Lost Contract of Isako, that's a Fonda Lee book, and apparently it's her first sci-fi, so I want to give that a try when it comes out. The Library of Hellebore, I want this. This is a dark academia book. I want to read this. Next, When the Wolf Comes Home. This is the newest Nat Cassidy, and I have no idea why I put this on my TBR because I have not read the other Nat Cassidy books like Mary or The Nestlings. I haven't read it yet, but I just put these books automatically on my TBR. Next is At the Bottom of the Garden. This is a horror book that I am not interested in anymore. Unworthy, oh absolutely, definitely happening. Snowed In, happening at Christmas. I Cheerfully Refuse, yes, keeping it. Empire of Silence, yes, keeping it. Rose Daughter, Wildwood Dancing, Daughter of the Forest. I put these books on the TBR because apparently these are Beauty and the Beast retellings and I just need to have them on my TBR. The First Ladies by Mary Benedict. And then The Mystery of Mrs. Christie by Mary Benedict. Well, the Christie book I removed because I unhauled. It's not going to happen, but should I leave The First Ladies? I think I should. Should I? No. No, we have to cut this TBR down. I definitely want to go down to like 200 books. So we, again, kind of have to be ruthless here. Something in the Walls, that sounds so good. That's a horror book. It stays. My Friends by Frederick Beckman. This is his newest release. Certainly stays on my TBR. It's a love story. I want to read it. Iona Iverson's Rules for Commuting by Claire Pooley. This stays. This is the same book as The People on Platform 5. It's just in the United States. It's got a different color and a different title. Sometimes publishers do this, but I like the cover and the title of People on Platform 5 more, so it stays. The Primal of Blood and Bone, oh my god, Blood and Ash number 6. It stays because I am reading the Blood and Ash series, but honestly I am ready for it to finish. Another Fine Mess, this is the second book to Lindy Ryan's, oh my god, I just read that book. What was the title? Bless Your Heart, yeah, that stays. Mother of Rome stays. Babylonia stays. The Barefoot Bride stays. Wonderful stays. Sounds Like Love, it's an Ashley Poston book. This is her newest release, stays. The Love Haters by Catherine Center. I like Catherine Center books, so I think it stays. The Assassin's Apprentice. This is the only Robin Hood books that I have on my TBR, so this stays. The Meaning of Mariah Carey stays. The Gentleman's Gambit by Evie Dunmore. I think I will remove this one, and I will also remove The Beast Takes a Bride because these are not very high on my TBR or priority list anymore. The Spear Cuts Through Water. Now this is something, I don't know. It's 4.18 and 15,000 ratings. I kind of feel like I should read this because there was a lot of hype around this book, but I'm not sure. Have you guys read it? Please let me know. Blackmore Stays. Desperately seeking a scoundrel. The making of a Highlander. Oh, desperate. Oh my goodness. So many historical romances. These are all historical romances. Oh, guys, I don't really remember. So I say let's just keep the #1 books in the series, like Making of a Highlander, The Secret That Stays, Whitney, My Love. I heard that is an absolutely fantastic book. I want to read it. Never Seduce a Scot. No, this has to go. The Bride Stays. My Fake Reunion. What? My Fake Rake. Union of the Rakes. My Fake Union. Oh my god. Zsuzsi. The Beastly Kind of an Earl. This is also like a #1 in a series, so this stays. The Truth About Cats and Dukes. I have that book, so that stays. The Madness of Viscount Atterburn. That stays because that's the first book in the series. Forever Your Rogue. This has to go. I have to like unhaul. Unhaul? Remove some of these historical romances from my TBR. The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I really want to read it next Christmas, so this is something that stays. Jade City stays. The Mermaid of Black. I almost read, guys. I almost read Crotch. Conch? I have no idea what this book is about, so this goes. The Temptation of a Highlander goes. Year of Wonders stays. Miracle on Ladies Mile stays. Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. It's got a book cover. We gotta check out that book cover, guys. Oh my god, this is absolutely beautiful. And I know that this is Snow White retelling. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious from the cover, but oh my goodness. Wow, I really want to read this book, and I think this is also August. Yeah, both Carabasses and these are all August. So, oh no, I fucked this up again. I cannot believe that I do this. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me just find again where we were. I don't know why I am so clumsy today. I'm very jittery and very clumsy. Whatever. All right, Murder by Memory. I am not interested in it anymore, but I am keeping Immaculate Conception because Ling Ling Huang and we vibe, so that stays. Baby Dragon Cafe, yes. Atmosphere, yes. To Wed a Wicked Earl, no, because I don't even know what the hell this is. The Jew Gets Even, I don't know what this is. Reign and Ruin, I am not interested in this anymore. Ugh, Her Wicked Marquis, I don't care. Bryony and Roses, that stays. Little Fire stays. Dragon Unleashed stays. Promise of Darkness stays. The Red King stays. The Wraith King. These are all romanticities. Some of these are pretty underrated romanticities, and that's why I want to read them. Say You Remember Me. I mean, I have Abby Jimenez books that I haven't read. Should I keep this one on the TBR? Oh, fine, keep it on the TBR. The Imposium. I really want to read that book, so that certainly stays. Great Big Beautiful Life, of course. The Untethered Soul at Work stays. Life as No One Knows It. The Physics of Life's Emergence. Oh, that sounds good. Stays. The Beast of Beswick. I heard that this is a good book, so stays. The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie. No, I don't care about it anymore. Deck the Halls with Love and Mistletoe Mistress. These stay because these are Christmassy historical romances. The Lost Thorn by Talia Hibbert definitely stays. This is her Beauty and the Beast retelling. So yeah. Autumn of the Grimoire, absolutely 100% stays. And I really want to click on the image to show you guys the book cover, but I'm not going to do that because we all saw what happened, right? So just stop. And then Fear of Flames, I don't care about this book anymore. Snowflakes and Secrets in the Scottish Highlands, that stays. In the Company of Witches, stays. Inanna, Cimmerians. What the fuck? What is the book? Oh, I know, stays. Rebecca, maybe one day, not a priority. Born of Blood and Ash stays. Why You're Sleeping, Herbert's Garden, these are picture books, they stay. The Duke Buys a Bride stays. I'm mostly here to enjoy myself, stay. How to Summon a Fairy Godmother, Cleopatra, Skybriar, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, Blood Mercy, The Bride Bat, yes, yes, yes. The Songbird of the Heart of Stone. I heard that this book is terrible, and I'm already not really into The Crown of Nyaxia, so I think that stays. The Shadow of Gods. I want to read that book, so stays. Why do I have a second Catabasis? And the cover is different for this one. Well, one is enough. I don't know why. But this is not the second time when Goodreads actually logged 2 books. I don't know. I definitely want to try out Storygraph and maybe even want to use Notion to track my reading in addition to Goodreads. I know that there are many people out there who don't really like Goodreads, and Goodreads is more like the accountant part of my brain when it comes to my reading. I don't really review books on Goodreads. I don't leave star reviews. I don't, mark them like that. I technically just use Goodreads for this, to keep a tab on the books that I want to read, so. But maybe I should add Storygraph. Do you guys think I should add Storygraph? What other programs are out there? Fable, right? Fable is also an option. I should check them out. I just think I'm like such a stickler when it comes to these things. I always say if it's not broken, don't fix it. But I know that people are getting fed up with Goodreads, and I genuinely understand why, so I get it. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls stays. The Memory of Animals, yes. Fervor, yes. The Body Farm, I don't care for that anymore. History of the World in 12 Shipwrecks, yes. Lore Olympus, yes. Anne Boleyn, The Language of Trees, The Daily Stoic, Queen's Consort, England's Medieval Queens, they stay. Sex and the City of Ladies stays. That's a Hungarian book. Empire of the Vampire, I want to read it. Mindset stays. Another Now, Dispatches from an Alternative, nope. Abby Jimenez and Other Abby Jimenez. Alien Clay by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I forgot about that book, but I really want to read that book. Blood Over Bright Haven certainly stays. Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping, yes. Tress of the Emerald Sea, yes. Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories, The Lost Sisters, stay. The 7 Year Sleep, yes. That's another Hungarian book. Anne of Green Gables, yeah. Sister Song. Do I want to keep this? Because this is a myth retelling, but finally it's not a Greek myth retelling, but it's a British one. So I might just keep it. Only Ever Yours. No, I'm not really interested anymore. Necessity of Rain. I want to keep it, yeah. A Court of Thorns and Roses number 5. Yes! I just really want to know when it's coming out. Can we get some information? Huh? Goldilocks. No. Splinter in the Sky. Yes. And then we have the Bridge Kingdom books. Keep them. Heart of Stone. Yes, this is a vampire story. I'm really interested in that one, so that stays. Master of Gin, more Bridge Kingdom. How to Read a Tree, yeah. Milk and Honey, yeah. Going Zero, no. Ugh, more Jennifer L. Armentrout stays. A Perilous Undertaking. Any kind of Veronica Speedwell stays on my TBR. Half Known Life, yes. Ruth Ezeki, yes. But My Bones, no. I don't really care for that anymore. The Once and Future Sex stays. The Deep Sky, no. Gone with the Wind, Faraway Worlds, Time Code of a Face, All Over Creation, Things We Do Not Tell the People We Love. No, I don't care for it anymore. Hex stays. All the Living and the Dead stays. Elif Shafak, Oscar Wilde, Sapiens, I Who Have Never Known Men. I put it there because of the hype, but am I really interested? No. I think I will remove this one. Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. No. Americana will be the book I read from her. Just My Type, that stays. Great Believers, Islands of Abandonment, The Arabian Nights. I forgot about that. I really need to read that book. And I can see that I put all the W. Somerset Maugham books here. And you know what? I am keeping every single one of them because The Razor's Edge was so good. I am reading every single book by him. The Atlantis Gene stays. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde stays. The Sister Who Ate Her Brothers by Jen Campbell stays. The Beginning of the Well. No. I will remove this one. I will also remove But Gentlemen Marry Brunettes. Right now is just like really another priority. Apollo Murders, Quackery stays. These are Hungarian books. They all stay. The House of Fortune. I forgot about that book, which is the second book in the miniature series. Thank you for your contribution to today's video. Filming a video, it's never the same without sirens, without firefighters, without police, without the emergency car. It's like, it's never the same. We need the sirens, right? Here be Leviathans. This is an Aussie book and also the Every Version of You. I kind of want to keep them. Keep them. Happy Place, yes. A Rogue of One's Own. For now, I will remove this. Flying Lessons and Other Stories stays. The Nocturnal Brain stays. Bittersweet stays. Extraterrestrial, The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth. This book stays. I actually bought this book and somebody stole this book from me. And I bought this book used. And somebody stole a used book from my bag. I mean, oh. Kaleidoscope, no, I don't want this one. Field Guide to Haunted Forest stays. Communion stays. Non-Zero, no, I don't need this. Upstream by Mary Oliver stays. Women on the Frontiers of Space. The Mercury 13, How to Pronounce Knife. The Stardust Revolution. Chronicle of a Corpse Bearer, that stays. I cannot wait to get to these books. The Vulnerable Man, no. Diaries of Adam and Eve. Letters to a Stranger, no. Veritas, yeah. Never Split the Difference. Negotiating as if your life depends on it. As you guys can see, my TBR is like full with self-help books. I love them, I cannot help them. But this one goes. Sagaland, yes. Moonrise, yes. Odyssey and Troy by Stephen Fry, yes. Master and Margarita, yes. An Astronaut's Guide to Life on Earth, yes. Elemental, The Heartbeat of Sea, yes. Greensmith. Oh, now this is a good question because Greensmith, this is such an interesting thing because it's a sci-fi book. And it's so hard to get it. I think that I try to like buy it, and even through Amazon it's like $40. I don't know why. It's not a very popular book. I mean, you guys can see 112 ratings, but it's about like, it's a sci-fi book about a botanist. I need it. I'm a plant mom. I need it. I want to keep it on my TBR, but somehow I just have to put my hands on this book and I don't know why. How? Another W. Somerset Maugham. Art of Communicating, Every Boy Should Have a Man, Patient, Universal Love. There once lived a mother who loved her children until they decided to leave or decided to come home or something like that. I really want to read this one. Entangled Life. This is all about fungus. I want to read that one. How to Wash a Heart. Yes. The Bookshop book. Alienist. First Love. Yes. Karma. No. Americana stays. Wild Embers by Nikita Gill. I think that stays. A River Dies of Thirst. Yes. Record of a Spaceborne Few. Yes. Disappearing Spoon. Galileo's Middle Finger. Rosalind Franklin. That I will remove. Invisible Women, no. Three Scientists and Their God, no. Butchering Art, yes. The Secret Lives of Color, no. I logged these non-fictions like years ago, guys. Maybe like 3 years ago, if not 4. Age of Wonder, no. Ancestries, That Stays. The Planets, yes. Breaking Bread with the Dead, yes. Why We Sleep, yes. Maps of Meaning. The Fairy Tales of Hans Christian Andersen, no. Frankenstein and the Story or the Science of Storytelling, yes. Oh, that's all. Well, that was 200 and around 80 books because we started with 276. Let's see how many we have now. 211? What? I only got rid of 60 books? No. I need more. I need to get rid of 11 more. We need to go down to like 200. It's insane. Like 200 books? No. And that includes books that were like doubled. I think I will need to cut down my non-fictions. Hey, 200, what? Exactly? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I swear that was not like intentional. That just like happened. Wow. All right, 200 books. I mean, that's still insane amount of books. That's still insane amount of books. But again, I am just keeping my eye on these books. I cannot read 200 books in like what, 200 books, that's like 2-3 years worth of books. So anyways, I am happy with this. I'm happy with this. And as you guys can see, the red tab 489. Once we reached 500 books, I will do an all-time favorites video where I will show you guys the top 10 books out of these 500 that I adored, the books that became my all-time favorites, my holy grails. We're done, guys. We reorganized my TBRs and oh my god, I am feeling so much better. Like the TBR card is right in front of me and it's so nice and organized and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling so much better. Finally, I will be able to sleep tonight. Now, you guys, let me know how is your TBR looking? How many books do you have on your physical TBR, on your electronic TBR, or just like, you know, in general books that you marked as one to read? Also, please let me know about other like apps that I could use to track my TBR and to track my reading in general. And stay tuned because again, the final part in this little spring reset video series is definitely my bookshelf, and that's gonna be a big one. I will set aside like an entire afternoon just to organize my little reading corner. Hit share, like, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I have a lot of fun bookish videos coming up for the spring. And in the meantime, while you are waiting for those videos, I will leave 2 on the screen that you can check out, like probably here and here. And I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!